Hi there, everybody. Good to see you all. Thought I'd log on just a few minutes early. I saw a couple people waiting. So if you let me know who you are and where you're from, I'd love to say hello. Today, this is Kim with start over. This is Kim from Dorothy's Daughter. And today I'm going to be giving you about 13 new Prime Day deals. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to wait just a few minutes while other people come on in the stream, or at least until it's actually supposed to start. We're about 4 minutes out. I just thought I'd come in and say hello and see if anybody was here that wanted to chat a minute before we start. So if you haven't seen the day one deals, I think most of them are still active. You can go to the video that was done yesterday and catch those. Excuse me. I drank a swig of Pepsi before logging on, which is not always the brightest thing to do. All right. so um, it's a gorgeous day, but wow, what a week between Prime Days and the Big Love Notions sale this week. It's got me busy, but that's good. I'm real happy to be busy doing what I love, back to doing what I love, and yeah, it feels real good, you guys. Really good. And I know I'm a little out of practice going live, so I apologize for all the ums and ahs and that um see. It just if you'll just bear with me, I am a little out of practice because I didn't do a live for a couple months. All right. So let's see. We still have about 3 minutes, so we'll give some time. If anybody's on the Facebook group and wants to go shoot a reminder to everybody that we are live, that would be great. And yeah, I'm excited. My scissors that I ordered yesterday are supposed to come today already, the Prime Day deal that I got yesterday. So I'm very excited for these electric scissors, something new, and I actually have to cut some leather today. So if they get here in time, I'll use those. I'm actually making, do you recall me making last year the Elysian phone slings? I'm actually, there's a art show at my church and they are doing um, they're doing an art show, and so if you are an artist, you donate some of what you made, and then the proceeds are going to Convoy of Hope and a couple other organizations. So I did two Elysian phone slings. Now, you have to understand where I live. I am on the border of Ohio and Michigan. I'm a huge Ohio State fan, and I catch it all the time from my neighbors and my friends at church who are all Michigan fans because I live in Michigan, even though I'm an Ohio girl. And what I always say is you can take the girl out of Ohio, but you can't take Ohio out of the girl. But anyway, I made one in Ohio State fabric and one in Michigan fabric, hoping to get a little bidding war going. Well, I haven't made them yet. I'm actually in the process right now. So I think that's going to be kind of fun to do. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the Michigan one will win up here, but you never know. We are very rabid as Ohio State fans, so you never know. All right, just give them one more minute to come on in. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, I just came in a little early to chat. Go ahead and say who's here and where you're from. I'd love to say hello to you. Hi, Charlotte. You're from New Hampshire. Good to see you. I think you've been in the chats before. Hi, who's your handmaid? Tiffany. Hi, good to see you. From Indiana, you're not too far from me. I'm so glad I don't live in Florida right now. That is horrible. My prayers go out to everyone in Florida because I don't care where you live in Florida, you're going to be affected by it. Um, I have relatives in Cape Coral, and my daughter-in-law's parents are in Tarpon Springs. So I am praying very fervently for their safety. And I don't think either one of them evacuated. So um, just praying, just keep the Floridians in your prayer. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you from Chicago. I love Chicago. It's one of my favorite cities. Hi, Edna, Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, sweetie, I hope it doesn't affect you. as badly, but they're saying that Jacksonville's could get tornadoes and things, so please be safe. Um, oh, thank you. This is the ruffle sleeve top from, oh, what's the name of that? Peppermint Magazine. I made it some time ago and I just felt like getting it out today. I haven't worn it in a while. It was happy, so I thought it would be fun to wear today. All right, it's 1:31, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the deals. And if you want one, you don't have to take copious notes because they are all linked in the description of this video. So you'll be able to afterward go ahead and click on those. Now, none of them were limited time as far as running out today. So you have all of today to get them. And most of them are at least 20% off. So they're pretty good deals. All right, let's whoop, go to the deals. Excuse me. Okay. All right, the first one up is the, hang on here, I gotta move some windows around so I can see what I'm doing. The first one up is the Bro Thread uh, serger cones. Okay, now these come in, are you seeing? Yes, you are seeing it. Okay. These come in a lot of colors. Okay. I shared the variegated ones because the variegated ones are something, I don't know if you've ever tried this, but if you use this when you're serging, you will find um, your it'll just kind of blend into whatever color you're using. So if you're, you know, especially this one that has all blues, that works really well with denim, especially a light color denim. But if you use one of these, you'll find them just blending right in, and you can use them on a myriad of colors. So I always keep the variegated ones on hand, but all the other colors are available. And 4 spools, cones, for 16.14, and they're regular 18.99. So that's a pretty good deal, and I thought worth sharing. All right, the next deal that I have is a projector. Actually, it's many projectors. This is basically all the projectors in the Prime Big Deals. So I did like a filter of them. Now, as you go through here, I couldn't just select out the ones that wouldn't work. But what you want in a projector, you want there to be a tripod mount. That way you can mount it whatever way you need to, ceiling or pole, whichever way. And then the other thing you want to look at is connectivity. Can you do Wi-Fi and Bluetooth with it? Wi-Fi is preferable because you're going to be using your computer to hook up to it, or your iPad, whichever. But definitely you're going to want the right connectivity. And then the other thing you want to look at is how far the throw is. So if you're going to ceiling mount it, just go ahead and measure from the table to the ceiling, and that's kind of in the ballpark of where you need it to be. Most of them are pretty good for ceiling mount. Some of them you might need a shorter throw for. That's the good news. The shorter throw ones that are cheap are actually less money. So if you can find one that will mount on a pole, might be cheaper than doing the ultra short throw Epsons, which are a lot of money. But you'll see there are a lot of deals here. I have one really similar to this one that I use for my outside movies projector. It does have a tripod mount. It works really well. It has actually the same interface that my sewing one does, which is interesting. Many of them are very similar. I'm going to show you an example of one that won't work. This one here, this electric focus mini projector that's on kind of a little spotlight stand, that won't mount anywhere. So that one won't work. unless you can find a way to mount it. But you know, there's plenty in that price range that do. So, as you can see, they're anywhere from, you know, 200. This one is $50. It's a mini projector, so it's small. I would have to read the fine print and see how far the throw of that one is and go from there. If the throw is far enough, the lumens aren't bad. They're not as good as some, but they're not bad. If you're, you know, just getting started and you don't want to spend a lot of money until you know you like it, that might be a way. Although you might prefer, like this one has 20,000 lumens, so that one's like very good. So it just depends on what the amount of money you want to spend. Of course, you get what you pay for, so the more money you spend, the better it's actually going to be. So you want to check those out. Here's another one. I'm not sure about this mount. It may ceiling mount. It actually might. I'm not sure. But you want to read the fine print on these. But these are all the ones that are on Prime Big Deals. And so a lot of them, this one is 25% off. It's a tiny one. But I would go, like this one is a really good, this one is a really good option. So go ahead and that one is regularly $116.99 and it's $76.99, which is quite a savings. So you can peruse those. But I thought it might be helpful since I'm going to be starting that projector thing hopefully next week. I would like to, you know, encourage you if you want to get a projector. And we'll be talking about what makes a projector good, but I just kind of gave it to you in a nutshell in case you need to make a decision today. All right, let's see. Hi, Kathy Ann. Good to see you. Yes, you're catching part of it live. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Deborah. Knit Paper Sew, New Jersey. Awesome. Well, I don't know what the weather's like in New Jersey today, but it's really beautiful here, which makes me all the more pray for our people in Florida. All right. This is something, I have 2 of these in my sewing room. They are 3-tier rolling utility carts, and you've probably seen them on my previous videos. They're easy to put together. They just keep your supplies and roll around. I have some like clips that hook on mine at the top. And what basically you can do with that is, let me move that so you can see the price. I hate that when you roll over it, blocks out the price. They have little hooks that basically you can hang your scissors and things on there too. So it's really handy. And I also have one for my Rowenta Pro iron. And I have a little block up at the top there that allows me to set it up so it's not down in the thing. So that one works really well. But it is regularly $45 and it's $29.19. So that is a huge savings. All right. This one is a splurge, I will admit, but if you are limited in space and you want a sewing and crafting area that you can just close up, this is one that might work for you. It's an armoire. And if you've ever put together something that was solder, it is really well made and really easy to put together. But it's a desk that pulls out and you can put your sewing machine on top of it. And it's just closes up and you have lots of supplies that you can put inside there. If your space is limited, maybe you're in a bedroom, this could work really well. It's actually $61 off today. So that's a big deal. And so it's 349.52 on Prime. And of course, there's no shipping when you use Prime. So I think that would be, it's even short delivery, Monday the 14th. So that's not that far away. Um, Solder is incredible furniture. It really is. The main um, the main headquarters for solder is really close to me, to where I grew up actually, down in Ohio. Down in Ohio, it's really only a couple miles, but in Archbold, Ohio, there's a solder company, and that's where they make all the furniture. And I know some of the family, and they're just very wonderful people, and their quality is unsurpassed. All right, here is a sewing machine cabinet, and this one is one I have. It's not made like a solder, but it's also not priced like a solder. So this one is a little bit less expensive. I have this one. It is what it says it is. It's done really well for my embroidery machine to sit on, and now it has my second machine sitting on it because I moved my embroidery machine. But it has, a couple of uh, places to put thread, and you can put your feet in there, and it's really nice, and I think it would be a good option at $94.98. It's $25 off of the regular price today, so that's pretty good if you're thinking about getting something. This is I bought this as sort of a starter cabinet for my one with my grandgirls to use. So it's, it's probably if you're a seasoned sewist and you want a really good cabinet, no, this is not the one you want. But if you're on a budget and you just need something to tide you over till you can afford something bigger, this is a great option. All right, this is my table. I have this table. It's a solder table. I didn't put it together because I don't do that anymore with my back issues, but I hired someone to do it, and she said it was the easiest piece of furniture she's ever put together. It is it's amazing. It's got so much storage in it, all these drawers, and the tabletop is much bigger than what I had on my old one. It is like 50, okay, let me find it. Find it down here in the specs. It is features and specs. Hopefully it's got the okay. So it's the top of it is 60 wide by 30 across. So it's much, much bigger than my other table, which was 47 by 24. So 60 adds another 12 inches or more to it. So 15 inches, I guess. So it's nice, it's big. I can fit a whole pant on there, and um, this is my this was my splurge, the one I saved for. Um, it's a really nice work table, and it is $375.98 marked down. This is the best part. Marked down from $624.99. So you saved $249. So I don't know about you, but when I bought it, it was on sale also, but it was $450. So this is a really good savings. So I would check it. A lot of times this one's sold out. So this one says they can deliver October 15th. So that's pretty good. So check that out and do pick that up if you're looking for something like that. And again, all these links are in the description. Okay. Hi, Mirtha. Good to see you. Oh, I love seeing my friends on here. I just love it. Okay, the next one is this Pink Power 84 spool thread holder, and it rotates. Now, I have the one from Brothreed that my not my serger cones, but my embroidery thread is on. It does not open up like this one does. I started to look for the Brothreed one to see, because I know that one's on sale as well today because all the Brothreed stuff is. But this one intrigues me because it has that little inside compartment, which I think is really cool. So that's something you might want to check out. It is today it's only $33.95, and normally it's $39.99. So not as huge a savings as the last item, but still every little bit counts, especially in this economy. So yeah, I think it's a really good buy. The Brothreed one is still there, so you can always click through. If you want to do the affiliate thing for me, if you can, and it doesn't cost you any more, but if you would like to go ahead and support me, use the links in the description. And if you just use one of those links and then search for the Brothreed one, it'll take you right there. Okay, this one is a craft cabinet, but it's just basically one that sits on top of the table. So it is $35.14, marked down from $43.99. Now let me show you the picture here that shows it on the table. So it's not particularly huge, but if you have a bunch of little things to organize, buttons, zippers, things like that, this would be a good, the zippers you'd have to do in the larger part, but this would be a really good way to organize little things. Or if you have other crafting and you want to organize like beads or bits of vinyl, things like that, this would be a good way to store them. It's $35.14, so it's a 20% off deal. All right, this one is a 27-piece craft tool set. I have this set. It's wonderful. I love that you get extra tweezers. You get a X-Acto knife, excuse me, all those things that you need for doing Cricut things. And you get the brayer and the scraper, another larger brayer. These are really good items for basic crafting. And if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette, this is something that you're definitely going to want to check out. All right, this is only $8.49. Usually it's $10. I paid $10, but what can I say? It's just nice because, yes, they do come with tools, but sometimes the tools that they come with, if you happen to misplace it, it's nice to have a couple extra. I will tell you the dental tools in here are much easier to weed with than the actual Cricut or Silhouette weed tools. So just don't cut yourself. That's all. All right. Next, I have clear vinyl transfer paper, which you can never get enough of. It's a 12 by 50 foot roll, which is pretty big, and it's only $12.79. So it's marked down from $26.88, and it's a $14 savings. So this is a pretty deep discount. And if you want to line up, like if you have to layer vinyl, especially like permanent vinyl, using clear is just, there's no other way to do it in order to line it up with and be able to see where it's actually going. And even if you're just putting a sticker on the wall, if you can see, it's, to me, it's like feels so blind to use that paperish stuff because you can see where it's going and yet you can't, this will actually help you place things in better. So that is a good option. And on that note, where we've done a few Cricut type things here. This is a pack, an 80 pack of transfer vinyl. All right. I have purchased HTV Ront brand in, in the past, and I actually really love it. The difference between that and Caesar Easy Weed is this is cold peel or cool peel, whereas with Caesar Easy Weed, it's warm peel. So, you know, if you try to peel it off too soon, peel the backing off too soon, it's not going to look like it took. So make sure you let it cool off a little bit before you try to take it off. That's the only thing I have to say about that. It's washes fine, wears fine. Um, I'm going to order this because it is such a deal at $30. And basically it would be 40, and that's $10. And it's really nice to have those colors available when you need them. And I think that I'm going to treat myself to this before the end of the day. I haven't done all my Prime shopping yet, I guess. I thought I was only going to buy those scissors, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy at least this pack. I bought a smaller pack from them in the past, and I bought rolls of white and rolls of black, but I've not done the 80-piece one. That will last a very long time. And another tip, I just recently am switching from Cricut to the Silhouette. And one of the reasons, among a few others, but I like the Silhouette software as one, but I went to Cricut because Silhouette didn't have a mobile app. Well, now that they do. So I switched back to Silhouette, and I'm aware their mobile app is not as good as Cricut's, but they do have this new electrostatic mat. And rolled vinyl, if it's curved, it won't stay down. You can't use it for that. But if it's flat vinyl, then it'll stick on there long enough for you to cut without using any, sticky mat. So, which is nice because especially if you're going to do various colors, you just slap it on there and make sure the bubbles are out and go. So, in theory, I don't have it yet, so I'll let you know for sure. But if you had all these colors flat, it would make life really easy, I think. Even though I have rolls of vinyl all over my sewing room. What I need to do is buy more vinyl. Sometimes. All right. Next, if you don't have a Cricut yet and you want to eat a user-friendly, this is what I can't talk today. This is what Cricut is. It's user-friendly. So if you want a user-friendly way to start, this is a starter kit that has some vinyl, it has some extra tools, it has some artwork that comes with it, and it also comes with the Easy Press, which is pretty good penny for that by itself. You save $220 if you buy this today, so it's a pretty good deal at $519. It has literally everything you need to get started. So yesterday there were not any Cricut things in there except for the Explorer, but I did find this one today. So yeah, I would definitely go for that one. And again, the links are in the description of the video. All right, Bagsfy. I don't know this brand, but it's Amazon. There's lots of brands nobody ever heard of, but it usually is pretty good stuff. You can go by the rating, 4.8 stars on this one. It's a $5 savings, and it's actually the sewing machine cover plus the mat, and the mat has some pockets to store things. I like that those are clear pockets because mine has pockets and I'm forever reaching in there. Stuff falls down inside and what's in this pocket? Or I can't find something and it's because I put it in the pocket. So I like that they're clear and you can see at a glance what's in there. And the little cup to catch threads is nice. I have that as well. So I think this would be a good buy. All right, the clear needle, clear plastic box of Oregon needles. Oregon is the brand that comes with your sewing machine usually, and a lot of sewing machine manufacturers actually swear by them. So, um, I was only going to do needles if they had a ton of needles in the big deals, but this was the only brand name they had, and this is a good deal. It's 11.19 for 100 needles, and it was a 14, size 14, which is gonna be for, like, not as heavy as jeans, but a pretty good sturdy wovens. Basically quilting cotton, a little bit, maybe even a little thicker than that. But they do have other sizes as well. So you can check that out and yeah, enjoy these. That's a pretty good deal. The only thing I found with organ needles is that my self threader doesn't like them. So you try that out. But if your sewing machine came with them, you already know that. So, um, just I mean, 100 needles for 11.19, that's pretty good. I still love the Schmetz better personally, but a lot of people really like the Oregon brand. All right, and we're back to that again. I guess that was the last. Oh no, this was the last thing. Okay, if you're looking for a television for your sewing machine or for your sewing room. All right, I have a television. You probably can see a little bit of it behind me. Um, it when I when I'm not in a little circle. um, it it's 32-inch. It's small, but it's big, plenty big enough to just be able to watch Hallmark movies while I sew, like Christmas movies. That's my tradition. The Hallmark Christmas movies while I sew presents. That's what I do. So, if you're looking for one, it's a Fire TV, smart TV, and it is Amazon brand and it's $99 today. So the best deals in the Prime days is always the Amazon devices. So $99.99. You can't really beat that. Uh, there's 4.4 stars, so it's certainly not a bad rating by any means. Another thing that I did see was, and you can just use one of my links and search and then search for it, is the paperweight Papermate uh, Kindle is on sale. So if you're in our book club, I'm gonna plug our book club, our sewing book club. So it's fiction that's sewing themed, and this month we're doing the pattern artist. So if you want to join our book club and you want an easy way to just take your reading on the road, or just be not have to store books everywhere, the Kindle is a really good way to go. So all right, those are all my deals for today, and I had a lot of fun gathering them. So um so what are you guys have you guys bought anything for Prime Day today or yesterday? Um, Let me know what you have gotten, and yeah, anything that, and like I said yesterday, check prices other places because they compete with Prime Day all the time. So you might find something even better at, okay, let me pull this back up here. Move that out of the way. All right. I don't know why I only have a tiny one now, but there we go. Um, you can see my TV back there. It's just 32-inch, and it really just is enough to, I can see the movie, but it's out of the way. It doesn't take up my whole room. So I like that. I have a bigger one if I want to actually sit down and watch a movie in another room. So, but I like to sew and watch movies. That's my fun thing to do, especially at Christmas. Hi, Diana. Good to see you. Yeah, the HD Ront brand is really good. I actually have their heat press and I love it too. It's the auto press, and you no longer have to do the crank thing with it. It just zzzz down and zzzz up, you know. It's pretty nice. There's not real high pressure sometimes, so there are ways though to make sure that it has enough pressure to get it to stick down really well. I should probably do a few more vinyl type videos actually in especially with Christmas coming. Those just make the best Christmas presents. I mean, you can do t-shirts and anything. People love things with their name on them. I mean, just they love it. So, all right. If you haven't introduced yourself yet, go ahead and introduce yourself and let me know what's going on in your sewing life. And I'm cutting out those bags today. I'm doing Elysian phone slings for our art show at church. I was telling them before I started. I'm doing an Ohio State one and a Michigan one, and we'll see who gets the most votes. Should be Ohio State, but I have a feeling here in Southeast Michigan, it's probably not going to be that one. Although we do have other Ohio State fans than me at church. I'm not the only one. My kids are, but I mean there are other families as well. I have to swig my Pepsi here. Nobody's got a project they're working on today? Hi, Sherry. There's actually, if you go to the Facebook group, you'll see the event. Let me see if I can find a link. Hang on one second. If I can find a link, I'll try and post it in here. Let's see. I kind of do it through our Facebook group, but I can do the link and then you can always join us. You don't have to belong to the Facebook group in order to come to the events. So 1 minute. All right, let's see. Here we go. Share. All right, I'm going to post the link to the next one. There we go. That is the link to the next book club event. You search on YouTube for Dorothy's Daughter Community. I think it's Dorothy's Daughter blog, if I'm not mistaken. What do I use the projector for? Yes, pattern cutting. Yeah, Stephanie, I never use paper hardly at all anymore. And I'll be doing some videos on it. A lot of people are using projectors now. Most of the independent pattern companies and even some of the big four are offering projector, capable patterns. And so you can just project them down onto the table and cut. Yeah, obviously, I hope everything's okay. Let's see. Am I frozen? Let me see. If I'm frozen, let me know. Okay, I guess it just froze for me for a second there. but we're praying for you, for all of Florida. Mary Alice, I will definitely be remembering you in my prayers for sure. I was in a hurricane, not anything that's out there that Milton is just huge. It's out there that Milton is just huge. I wouldn't want to be in the path of that thing. So I pray that everybody evacuates when they're supposed to, because it's not doesn't look like a very good, it doesn't look like a very amiable storm, let's put it that way. So I'll be praying for you. All right. How about anybody else? Are you working on anything today? Let me ask you this. Who online here has a projector? And is looking forward to using it or use it a lot already? I know some of you do. I'm going to just be kind of giving all the ins and outs of it. I'm working on a video series. This week is all about Love Notion sale and and Prime Day. It's a lot of videos. I came back from, my little break, and then I just jumped in with both feet this week. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to record the second installment of the Love Notions All About Pants video, which should go up by this evening. I thought it would be up by now, but you know how that is. All right. Oh, here we got a few. Okay. Hello, Edna. You're going to be working on cutting out a Metro blazer. Ooh, you bought the class. Nice. That is one of my favorite patterns. I love that. It used to be my all-time favorite, but Crescendo has eclipsed that. I love those pants. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'll be doing that. I thought it would be this week, but I didn't realize how many sales were going to be going on this week. And in order to keep the channel going, I have to make a little money. So the affiliate income is pretty important to keeping the channel going. And that's the only way this channel gets supported. So couldn't ignore the 2 sales, or I would be shooting myself in the foot. Also, Love Notions is amazing. They're my favorite pattern company. Even if I were not an ambassador, I'd be telling you how great they were. And I mean, they're giving you 45% off if you use my code. So that is like amazing. And the Prime Days, I'm a big fan of Prime Days on Amazon. I sometimes will save up things that I need to buy and make sure that it isn't going to be a big deal on Prime Day before I buy it somewhere else. So, all right, well, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you get reminded when there is a video going up. So if you just hit that subscribe button down there. All right. Well, I'm going to go record the other video for you guys today and see you in a little while online. And it won't be live, but I will be online in a little while. And I've had fun finding these deals for you. So next time, if there's something you want me to focus on and find deals for, when you see Prime Day coming up, shoot me an email or text and let me know, what you're looking for, and I can keep my watch out for that, because I do get some advance emails. They're not as good as I'd like them to be. Like, they send you these emails, but they don't really tell you like what the sale price is going to be. So you don't really know how good the deal is going to be. Like, some of those deals were a couple $100s off. So that was pretty amazing. but some of them were just a couple dollars. So, you don't really know until they go live. So, I think the Amazon could improve that for us a little bit, be a little bit more straightforward with their influencers on that. But other than that, I really love being an Amazon influencer as well. I love being able to um, find for myself and for you um, supplies that are less expensive. So I'm all about saving money. It's really, I mean, nowadays you have to. So, all right, you guys. Well, I will see you in the next video. And I'm just going to remind you, like always, to keep your loved ones close because life is very short. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Happy sewing.